Greetings, everyone. This is Gaia Earth Goddess, and the title of this video is going to be Your Sorority / Fraternity is Just a Club. And the reason I'm saying that is because I have come to the realization that these sororities and fraternities that we see on these college campuses, whether they're HBCUs, white universities, Hispanic universities, whatever you call them, are really just clubs. And I noticed that the only community that really takes particular interest in these fraternities and sororities and carry out these memberships and these identities with these sororities and fraternities, these organizations, is our community. Like, we really hold on to these things like they're tribes. And it's kind of sickening because you see these AKAs and deltas and sigmas and Qs and all that, and they wear the colors for the rest of their lives. Like, this is from college. They wear the regalia, or whatever you want to call it, for the rest of their lives. I mean, and they claim it. I mean, I've seen people with tattoos. I've seen people with jackets. I've seen people with offices full of AKA, things and Delta stuff. And it's kind of ridiculous because isn't this just a glorified club? I mean, like, what is the difference between a fraternity and a sorority and a club? Now, mind you, a fraternity and sorority has more fluff. They do more things. They have their step shows. They have their special things they do. They have their special hand signs. They have their colors. They have their Greek letters, or whatever you want to have it. But if you take all of that fluff away and you shrink everything all the way down and you water it down, these fraternities and sororities are really just clubs. Like, anybody can get up, go online, or get up and go to the store and buy an AKA jacket and wear it. Anybody. And people say, well, if you wear that, the AKAs will get mad at you. But they can't do anything about you buying and wearing their things because it's just a club. Then anybody can wear the clothes. Anybody can wear. I mean, honestly, there's a store near my house that sells that stuff that I can go buy it and wear it. I don't want to wear it because it's not very nice. But I'm just saying that these organizations really are just clubs. And I feel like people waste so much time and money and attention to these fraternities and sororities, and they don't deserve that much time and attention. And I get that our community has the Divine Nine, and we take pride in that because our people were not allowed to be in the regular fraternities and sororities, so we made our own. I get it. But I feel like it's just one of those other distractions. It's just another distraction to keep our people and to keep people from focusing on what's really happening in this world, what they need to be focusing on, what they should be a part of. The world is going through an ascension process, and we got people walking around talking about their AKA. Like, it's not matching. It's not correlating. Like, I mean, who cares? When you die, none of that is going with you. When you die, whatever realm you go to is not going to be concerned with what sorority you joined when you were in college and that you kept up with for whatever reason your entire life. Like, it has no meaning. It has no purpose. And, I was talking to my friend, and this particular person I was talking to is a Mason. And it's the same thing with Masons and Eastern Stars. Y'all, it's clubs. There is no difference between a club and a gang and a Mason, and a club and a gang and a fraternity and sorority, a club and a gang and a Delta, a club and a gang and an AKA, a club and a gang and a Sigma. It's the same thing. It's like it's the same thing. It's just that the sororities, fraternities, and the Masons, you guys have more fluff. But once you water it down, saying it's a brotherhood, but anything can be a brotherhood. It's a fluffed up club that you paid money to be a part of for no reason. You can be in a club for free. You can start your own club for free. Like, it's I know that they say you guys have scholarships and all the other things, but that's the fluff. That's the toppings. That's the stuff on top to keep you from thinking that you are realizing that you are in a glorified club. And I was just thinking about this the other day because my brain tends to defluff things. And I was thinking about sororities and fraternities in particular, and how when you defluff them and deflate them, it's just a regular club full of regular people that are hooping and hollering about their club. I just Anybody in a fraternity or sorority, maybe you can explain it better in the comments how this is not your basic club just fluffed up with things. But from my standpoint, from where I see it, we are doing too much as a people with these sororities and fraternities. We're doing too much to join them. I mean, people are getting hazed, people are getting hurt, people are having these horrific things happen to them in these college campuses just to be part of a club, just to be part of a glorified gang, just to be part of a glorified, club. It's sad, it's sickening to see people this distracted and this wrapped up in the wrong thing. We are spiritually ascending, most of us, we should be, and it's time to put those things by the wayside. And this is from Masons down to fraternities and sororities. It doesn't matter, because when you die, none of that is going with you, and none of that is going to matter. So if it's not going to matter when you ascend to higher realms of consciousness, why does it matter now? Because that's your purpose on earth, is to ascend to higher levels of consciousness. So all those other attachments, of course, have to go. And so I just wanted to get on here and just talk about these sororities and fraternities. When I was in college, I never wanted to join one, and people always wondered why. I mean, because it had no meaning to me, because it has no meaning. They have no meaning. It's just Greek letters on a shirt or on whatever that you have it on, a sweatshirt or hat or whatever, and it has no meaning. It has no backing. It doesn't really mean anything. But I just wanted to get on here and just talk about that. Just have like a mini rant about it, because I just see so many of my particular people lost in the sauce with it when it comes down to fraternities, sororities, and the Masons and Eastern Stars. It's a bit much to see the dedication to nothingness, like absolute nothingness. Like it's just, I defluff things so I can see it for what it really is. So let me know what you think in the comments. If anybody can explain it better and get me to understand better as to see how it matters and what it is, because it's just fluffed up to me. And I feel like we can do so much better than being an AKA. We can do so much better than being a Delta. We can be so much better than being a Q or a Kappa or whatever, or a Mason or Eastern Star, because you're God incarnated in human form. You're literally God. You're better than all of this stuff. You can do so much better than just being that and getting wrapped up in that. You are better than that. That's beneath you. AKA, Delta, all that's beneath you. You're God. What are you doing? All right. But I'll talk to you guys later. And yeah, let me know what you think. Bye-bye.